resident numismatist who's been here for over 15 years, who normally is not with us during the month of July.
Or in the afternoon.
Or in the afternoon. It's
right.
a great big surprise party for everybody.
Right.
Has got a wonderful hour planned for all of you to take you through a lot of American history and some wonderful collectible sets today. And there's some sneak peek surprises. Because it's birthday month, of course, he had to pull out the stops and do sales and all sorts of specials on your customer pick favorites. So it's a great time to join us and shop with us. You've really hand-selected a wonderful collection. And this first set that you have to offer to us is really something very unique and special, isn't it?
It is. I've been here, like you said, over 15 years. This is the first time I've been able to bring this set here. And you were talking about, you know, coming in, I'm not usually here a lot in birthday month because it's kind of hard to discount money.
Right.
But that's exactly what we've done and why we're here. This is one of my favorite things. So I had a few of these left over from Big Buy that I bought for July 4th, actually. We had a big Independence Day show. If you're familiar, this is a $2 bill. So the United States made a $2 bill, and they did this one in 1976. Because the reverse of this is the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This is the famous John Turnbull painting that hangs in the Yale University Library. Well, the interesting part about this is these are $2 bills, and you get 12 of them. But they're not 12 at random. The United States government and the United States Treasury actually releases currency through the Federal Reserve System. There are actually 12 banks in the Federal Reserve System, each one of them designated by a letter, A, B, C, D, E, F. This is a complete reserve set, gem crisp uncirculated, of the 1976 $2 bill. Gem crisp uncirculated. Now, I took one out of another set because, like I said, we don't do a lot of shows. I want you to feel that. Now, that is a 1976.
Oh, wow.
Now, they made notes a little differently there. Feel the difference in that. They used to use a little bit of clay in the notes.
I was going to say, it's almost fabric-like. I mean, it's definitely heftier, certainly than normal circulated money. And the fact that it is such a rare bill to hold, that's really quite special.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And that's what gives it the feel and almost that smell of new money that's different back then than it is today.
Better than a new car smell.
Better than a new car smell. Always new money is a better smell. But the key to this is it's not only the 1976 $2 bill, but it's the complete reserve set, and that's the hard part. Look, getting a $2 bill in original gem crisp uncirculated is ridiculously hard, but to make sure and get one from every single district, this is a D note, I just turned it around so we could show the reverse of that, is extraordinarily difficult. Now, you can find A notes on a regular basis. That's Boston. That's kind of serves the whole East Coast for the most part. You see Boston and C Philadelphia. New York actually is a little harder reserved. So A's and C's you must see around. B's you don't see that much. And then D, when you get to Cleveland, you see some Cleveland's. Richmond, you just never find. That's just services this little tiny part of the eastern seaboard. So that E note is so difficult to get. And you got F Atlanta, a lot of Atlantas out there. But then you get to Chicago, St. Louis, Minneapolis, Kansas City.
They print and distribute to much smaller regions, so much less bills printed,
Precisely.
Right? Oh,
so when you get bills, for the most part, you're going to get a lot of A's and C's. You're going to get E's and a lot of L's, which is San Francisco. That services kind of the whole West Coast. The hard part is all of these other notes. Notice they're denoted by letters. They're also denoted by numbers. Bill 1, 2, 3, so each one of the numbers, so that you can see what the districts and the districts that they're from.
So
10,
it's the full dozen. There's actually only 12 Federal Reserve are printing these.
That's right. There's only 12 Federal Reserve banks that distribute and
do they still do this? Because obviously the $2 bill is no longer really in regular circulation.
They
as
do
much
it for
as it
all
used
notes.
to be.
Any note that you pull out of your pocket is going to have an A through an L.
No, the $2 bill like this.
They do, but it's a new series now. It's no longer Series 1976.
Okay.
They're done primarily for collectors. The 1976 note, though, is, like I said, this is very old, and it's in original crisp, gem crisp, uncirculated condition.
And didn't I hear there's an interesting story about how you sourced and found this? Because it's kind of a non-traditional part of your collection, isn't it?
Yeah, we do a little bit of currency, but these are really hard to get in the notes. There was an older gentleman who in 1976, well, he was older now, decided to put these together, and he went to the bank and got crisp original packs of $2 bills, and had friends of his around the country help him till he could get the entire set that you see here, one from each one of the districts, which can be very, very difficult to do. And so he got one from each one of these districts. Well, he got about 20 notes from 20 packs. He got 1,000 of each note is what he got.
Oh,
and
wow.
he put them away, and just recently we were able to purchase them in essence through his estate is ultimately what it comes down to.
And you put them in these beautiful portfolios. Obviously, you get the portfolio, you get your certificate of authenticity showing you that you are actually getting real $2 bills from the 1976 Bicentennial in each and every single one of the districts. And you get it all put together for you today, and it's on FlexPay. You know, Mike doesn't often do great big birthday flex. I mean, 4 flexible payments is really going to give you the opportunity to make everything as affordable as it possibly can be. And FlexPay is great, no interest, no finance charges, any major debit or credit card. So whether you are starting a new collection, whether you are wanting to teach your children, your grandchildren about history, or maybe this really is a unique new set of a collection, just like it was for Mike as he put this together. It's a rare, wonderful find to be able to buy and to be able to shop with us during our great big birthday month when we do all these extra bonuses and great ways to buy.
This is a perfect example of it, because it's not just the fact that, you know, I think it's a great price at $179 for 12 original. Look, if I put these out at $12.95 a piece, who knows, would sell thousands, whatever we did. Original $2 notes, gem crisp, uncirculated, I could pick the district. So to put these together like this at $179, I think is a great price. But more importantly, and much more difficult, is the completeness of the collection. So you have not only the value of this collection, the fact that you have 1976. This is Series 1976 United States $2 bills. Like you said, they're not around much anymore, and the 76s haven't been around for many, 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 many years. You can see Series 1976 that you're going to have. So that's the $2 note that you're going to have. But they're gem crisp uncirculated. And people always say, so that matters. I go, well, it matters in coins, but it matters even more in paper money. Get into your wallet. Just take out any note. There's not a single note, if you picked it up at the bank this morning, that is in this condition. Okay? I mean, you could literally go to the bank, and unless you bought a fresh pack of notes that they just got from the Fed, it is not going to be in this condition that you see right here. I mean, and they don't make notes like this anymore. They don't even make them the same way. They don't even have the same style. They don't have the same composition. As a matter of fact, we look in close at any of these notes, get in real close on maybe this note right here, just get as close as we can on the A. See these little pieces in here? There's little bits of rag fiber still in these notes, where they would do the paper with the original rag in it that you have like that. So they don't do that anymore. So you can kind of see that the old notes, the really old notes, had lots of it. You can see right there. That's part of the note in essence. Okay, see all those? That's embedded into the note. They would use actual old rags as part of the paper process.
So when you literally say, ain't like it used to be.
It ain't like it used to be.
In this case, it's actual fact, right? It's not just anecdote.
This is real old school is what this is. So this is kind of the way they made paper money in this country for 100 years. Now we have changed subsequently, but this is old school both in terms of design, both in terms of $2 bills, in terms of the denomination, in terms of the composition of the note, the fact that they still use some clay in this note that you have to do that, and then for them to be original gem crisp and to have a complete and total reserve set that you have here, all 12 reserve banks, all in one custom folder with the certificate of authenticity. It's a great opportunity.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I go back to my childhood days of collecting baseball cards. It was like the second you were missing one player on the team, that whole collection wasn't so great anymore, right? Suddenly it didn't matter. I mean, even one corner of one player got bent or torn and suddenly not what it used to be. This truly is all 12 collected, crisp, uncirculated, all put together for you here at HSN. And it's been a wildly popular set that Mike was able to find from this one-of-a-kind, unique estate collector and bring to you here at HSN. Now, it's on 4 flexible payments, of course. Now, we always do 30-day money-back guarantee, so if something is interesting to you, if something looks you know, exciting, something that you want to see and touch with your own hands and make sure it's special and important for you, you always get a 30-day money back with us here at HSN. But everything that Mike brings to us is not made in mass. It's not available for tens of thousands. I mean, that's what a collection truly is about, is a rare, unique commodity, and that's what is available for you today. This is the only of its kind that we're going to offer during our time together, and we do have a limited selection of them. It is the full dozen. Every single Federal Reserve is put together and in this complete collection.
So what you have, so you have several things here. You have the history of it being the 76 $2 bill with the John Trumbull painting that you have right there, that famous signing of the Declaration of Independence reverse. So you've got that. You've got them gem crisp, and then you've got, most importantly to me as a collector, is you've got the absolute complete reserve set. So it is a 12-note complete set, notes 1 through 12. So there's nothing else you need by. You have got the absolute total complete set for the 1976 $2 bills. And like I said, these are legal tender. They're not reprinted, restruck, or redone. 100% original.
Okay, so shop for it while it is available. It's been one of Mike's most popular sellers outside of his traditional coin collection. So it is kind of a unique special buy while it is available for you, sourced from a unique estate, every single $2 bill included for you. So you can shop for that.